Hello, and welcome to the demonstration video for the Smile Create Repeat December monthly art experience. In this month's episode, we're going to create some decorative typography using the calligraphy pens to make a holiday card. We're also going to experiment drawing with the flat edge of the calligraphy pen. So here we go. So here's some of the stuff you guys got in your boxes this month, your surprises this month. And what we did for this watercolor paper greeting card, I've already gone and worked out a few ideas in my sketchbook just to figure out what I wanted to say. I was thinking about doing joy, but that wasn't enough for me. And then I did this Mary. I wrote Mary, and I was going to do just that. And then I just happened to write Christmas on the bottom, and I really liked the way that looked. Then I added the little tree there, but I didn't really like how that looked. So I altered that sketch onto my card. So I moved it over to the right, and I drew some lines, some guidelines. So now what I'm going to do, I did that with the pencil, and now I'm going to take, I'm going to use a kneaded eraser, but any eraser, and just lightly, I'm just dabbing it with the kneaded eraser to pick up some of the graphite. But if you just have any other eraser, just go over it really lightly to pick up some of that pencil. Alright, so I am using my red calligraphy pen to start, and it's got these notches right in the where you're holding, and if you put them in, hold it there and rotate it, you'll find the right angle you need to be at. So you'll the way I'm doing it is I'm doing it at a 45-degree angle, the tip edge, and then I'm just going to follow my pencil lines, and we'll see what happens. And I by no means am I an expert calligrapher, or if that's a word, but I have done some wedding invitations, and and as a graphic designer, I'm certainly into typography. Okay, so there's the Mary part, and now we have our gold pen. And one of the things I noticed when I was practicing over in my sketchbook was that the yellow, it's very yellowy until you get going, and then it's much more gold, and you can really see the sparkle and the metallic in it. So when you first get it, maybe shake it a little. It doesn't say to shake it, but maybe shake it a little and then just write with it until you get more of the metallic sparkle in there. That's all I did just to get it flowing, I guess. So now with the Christmas, I'm going to do this quite blocky. So let's see what I can do here. And again, I wrote it out. I hope I gave myself enough room. I don't think I did. So right now, as you can see, I'm doing the verticals because those are the fat parts. So that way I can make sure my letters fit. Even though I wrote it, see, that was a little tighter than I would have liked it, the way the S, where am I? Here we are. And this S is a little tight, and that's fine. That looks pretty nice. Okay, so that's with a gold pen. And you think I'm almost done here, because how much more am I going to do? But you'll see. We're actually going to let that dry. The other thing we have in there is this awesome color aid paper. And this is real art paper. The ones you see in your box, the colors are super vibrant and just really saturated and beautiful. And what we're going to do with this is do a little bit of paper cut on this greeting card. I have to grab my scissors. And what I'm going to do is, in my sketch I did have a little Christmas tree, and I think I like that part, but I'm just going to do a little different. And you might want to draw this out first on your paper, and I would probably recommend that. But I just want to go for, I just want to do a loose cut here. So my tree is not going to be blue. That was, see, that's why you draw it. I just wasted that. I didn't. I know what I'm using that for. Alright, let's try this again. Yeah, that's funny. It's like the Seinfeld bloopers. Except I'm not funny. Yes, I am. Alright, so I'm going to put that right about there. I'm going to cut that right there. Okay, and then I'm actually going to cut the tip of it off a little bit more, because I know I'm going to put a fantastic gold star up there. It's kind of a stylized, fun tree. Alright. Then I'm going to use just a little bit of this dark purple here. It's the trunk, and let's see if we can make this a little more interesting. I know you're not watching me cut it, I'm just... And so we'll do that. Maybe we can make the base of the trunk a little uneven so it looks like it's on the snow. Okay. And also and that's it with that. And then the blue tree that I cut out earlier, I'm going to cut out, you guessed it, little snowflakes. Or maybe big snowflakes. And you don't have to do this, of course. You can just keep, maybe you have a long saying you want to write on your greeting card, or if you're doing that with greeting cards at all. Okay, oh, that one didn't. Okay, I'm not sure how I'm going to pick those up on camera for you. Alright, I have my snowflakes cut, and something you're going to want to do is erase these guidelines before you glue your paper on there. And I would of course recommend, when you make these guidelines, to do them very lightly so they don't show up, so it's easier to erase them. Because right now some of the spots I did are not coming clean because I just pushed a little too hard. But not too bad. That's going to be, fortunately, if you see things like that, you just gotta either redo it, of course is a good solution, or adapt and overcome the challenge and the problem, which I'll show you how I'm going to do that a little later. So what I'm going to do now is see where I want that. So that needs to go there. And so pay attention to the space on the outside here and then of course close to there. I'd rather it be a little closer to there than close to the edge. And what I'm using is just one of, holy moly, look at that, little Christmas surprise here. One of the kids' glue sticks. It's got a bunch of gold things on it. And then I'm going to use tweezers. And you can, for more information on, to watch me do a paper cut, which is what we're doing here, illustration demonstration, Dalmatian plantation. You can see a link below in the description of a past video we've done to learn more about that. So I'm just getting some glue on here because I know where I want that. Now we'll put that there. And you can see that's pretty close to the bottom, but I'm putting a star up there, and I think I'm going to make a little more, take a little bit more off the top of this tree. With my tweezers sliding down. Okay. Now I'm going to get some glue on this, on the tree. Okay. And now let's get these snowflakes. And I did these. Everyone's going to have different paper, so you got to figure out something, or just make those colors work. This is what I chose to make because of the colors I have. So that's part of this experience here, is to really push yourself, because one of the, if I gave you all green, well, if I gave you green, a lot of you would make Christmas trees, because that's what I made, right? But what if you only had red and black or purple and blue? What are you going to make? You could still make a Christmas tree, but it's pushing you out of your comfort zone and making you try to think of different solutions, and really you're going to grow creatively doing that. And that is a big part of what we're trying to do at Smile, Create, Repeat, is to push your comfort zone and to get you to obviously get awesome art supplies, which is a fun part of this, but it's more than that. It's a lot more than that. It's about growing as an artist and really pushing yourself. So, and I say that because when I was trying to figure out what to do, I was thinking, should I make a red tree, you know, if just using the pens, a red tree with a gold star, or a gold tree with a red star, or should I do black outline and leave the white of the paper as the tree and add red and gold decorations? And so you have all these options. So it's you got to push yourself and figure out what's best, or what you like, or how can you grow doing it. So, all right, enough of that rambling. But it's good. It's good advice, or I wouldn't say it. All right, so there's my stars, and there's a little bit of the purple glue sticking out, but this glue is purple to show you just where it is. And the top of the tree did not get enough glue on there, so I just scraped a little bit of glue onto my tweezers, and we'll see if this is a good idea. And I just gooped it under there, and hey, a good idea. Great. Yeah, great idea. Okay. So now we have the snowflakes, the cards, and now we're going to let's draw the star. So this is part of the drawing with the calligraphy pen I talked about, but we'll do more than this too. So you can use, this is, the neat thing about this, let me back up here, is when you're, like if you're painting and you're using a flat brush, you can use the flat side like this and do big flat strokes, or you can do sharp edges or things like that. You can do the same with this with a calligraphy pen. So here I'm going to use it, well you can see, I don't need to tell you, like this to draw my star, and it helps you draw straight lines because you can follow the edge of the tip, and you can get some pretty sharp points using the edge. So there's my star, and that's it for that. And now we're going to go with our fine line pen and add some fun details. So like we had the snow here, right? And I was going to show you how I'm going to, this line that was here was to add these dots. And then I'm also going to go okay. Just adding a little more detail, and then I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to add shadow to the Mary. But now I'm going to draw in maybe a little texture for the tree trunk. And maybe we'll do some ornaments. We'll try doing some ornaments with the red. Now let's see, maybe we'll do some ornaments with the red. Yep. I just tested the red on a piece of scrap because I just wanted to see what it looked like before I did it. And now I'm going to use the edge. And you want to do a variety of sizes. That adds a little excitement instead of having them all the same size. And I'm spacing them out randomly, but I'm keeping in mind that I also am going to go in with the black pen and just draw some circles to see what that looks like. And I just tested the gold on the green, and now I'm actually going to do that instead. So I'm going to do some gold. And then I think with the black I might add a little texture to the green. Now I'm not sure. A little gun shy. Alright. Which means I'm not ready to go ahead and make a mark there. Yeah, I'm going to skip that and work on this. Then I'll come back to it. So the shadows I'm doing are on the right of the letters. and the bottom. Yep. Ah. Alright, let's do it. So what I'm going to do for the texture on the tree is little dashes, kind of like I did for the trunk. And I'm trying to follow the contour of the tree a little bit, and trying to make the marks more or less the same size. It's funny, as I say size, I hit that little one right there, but and then maybe we'll, I think I'm going to leave that, that's it. So that's it, actually. So there you go. I hope you liked it. Merry Christmas to all of you. Happy holidays. And I hope you enjoyed this surprise and practice with the calligraphy and just drawing. Practice drawing with these calligraphy pens just how you would with any other pen. And I'd love to see what you come up with. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you so much, and have a great month.